Yeah. Way up.
Yeah, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Good morning, Angela.
We are way up already today.
Yeah, we got up early.
I had to do CBS mornings
Yes.
today, so that was fun. And then we came straight here from there.
We did.
I was like, we can walk.
And we did walk.
Yeah. Listen, I will say this is definitely a New York trait. You like to walk places.
Right, yeah. Because I'll be like, can we Uber or can we walk? You're like, we can walk. It doesn't matter how
I'm like,
far
it's only 10 blocks.
Well, 10 blocks isn't bad.
Yeah.
But we've definitely walked further and you act like it wasn't that far.
I'm always like, yeah, we could just walk there. It's no big deal. As long as it's not raining, snowing, or freezing out, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
And it feels good.
Yeah. At least we get our steps in. Exercise is good.
We're going to have a really fun show for you guys today. All right. I feel good. I'm way up. Sherri Shepherd is going to be joining us.
Yay.
You definitely don't want to miss this.
She's funny.
Yes. I mean, as far as doing stand-up, having her own talk show, her acting career, writing, all of that. I love to talk to people who have so many different streams of income.
And she's not stopping.
Yeah, she's definitely not stopping.
She's not stopping at all.
Listen, you guys. It feels like a Friday. I'm not going to lie.
Well, this is my favorite day of the week.
This is definitely Jasmine's favorite day. She loves a Thursday.
I do. It's Friday Eve, Angela.
Yes, it is. I thought Mano was coming in today.
I did too. What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Mano's skipping work.
I know he had surgery.
He said he was coming in, I thought today.
Well, Mano keeps acting like he has some major surgery. Mano had like a little tiny...
Little sty?
It was like a little sty. And he had to get that removed. He's a sty baby.
He's a sty baby.
But yes, and he kept on acting. He's like, oh, I can't have a drink. I can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mano. I said, you want me to take that sty off of you right now?
Angela was going to perform the procedure for him.
Yeah, but
at dinner.
Hopefully he's okay. He's got everybody in here worried, like, is Mano okay? How did his surgery go?
I know. This is not like him. Maybe he overslept.
All right, well, we got to check on him and make sure he's okay. Now I'm concerned.
Right.
Because he had surgery and he's not here.
He FaceTimed us yesterday. So he was fine, but
All right.
Who
well,
knows?
Listen, you guys, we got to start the show with shining a light on them. That means you got to shine a light on somebody who's doing something positive. Somebody maybe that you even saw on the news that does amazing things and you just feel inspired to say, you know what? Let me spread some love and let me tell that person, you're amazing. Shine a light on them. 800-292-5150 is the number. We do this every single morning. That's how we always start the show with something great. On a Thursday, shine a light on them. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
We gon' light the block up. I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee on a Thursday, and we are shining a light on people doing positive things. And I told you guys I had to do CBS Mornings today. It's a really popular show here.
It is.
And Gayle King is on that show, by the way. And I had to congratulate her for her new venture, King Charles.
Yes.
That's going to be on CNN Weekly with Charles Barkley. But I want to shine a light on all of my friends and family members in the group text today, because I guess all during the morning they were previewing that I was going to be coming up.
Right.
And when I tell you my group text messages from high school
lit
were going crazy, and then my family group text was going crazy also.
Lit again.
Yes. So I just want to shout out to everybody, because that is really nice when people know you have to do something. And I still get a little nervous when I have to do things. And everybody is checking on you and supporting you and like, great job, you did amazing and all of that. So I appreciate all of my high school friends and all my family members in these group text messages. I got all your messages, guys.
Your phone was going off.
All right, so I appreciate that so much. And thank you again to CBS Mornings for having me. And right now, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150 is the number. We started off like this, just spreading some positivity. Sharice, what's up? Who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on Kitty Claus in Freeport, New York, Long Island.
Okay.
And she's a young black entrepreneur. She graduated from college. She started her nail business during COVID, and she's been killing the game ever since.
Oh, what's her page? I need to see her nail business.
Yeah, go to Instagram, Kitty Claus, Cat Hardwick. That's her.
Okay.
Okay, we got to check her out.
Yeah, I know. I need to get my nails done right now.
Same.
Yeah, come out to Freeport.
That's actually where I got my car from. Freeport, my BMW.
Really? Did you? Okay, I know exactly where it is. And you know what? Kitty Claus is right across the street from where you got your car at.
Oh, good, because sometimes when I go there to get my car service and I can wait, I'll just go get my nails done.
That's perfect.
All right. Well, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Hey, Jason.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up? Who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my beautiful wife, holding it down at home with my 9-month-old daughter.
Oh.
She's a blessing, man. I mean, I couldn't be doing it without her. I couldn't have asked for a better mother than my child. So I think that she needs a special shout out. And also, I want to ask everybody in the radio station to just pray for my family.
Okay. No, we are praying for your family, Jason.
Thank you.
Are you going through some tough times, or?
I mean, it was a little tough when she was just born, but, you know, with my wife holding it down at home, I was able to go out, work, you know, provide for the family. So, honestly, I couldn't have done it without her. So.
That's nice.
All right. Well, Jason, we have a gift for her, for you to give to her. We actually are going to give you some Born in Roma by Valentino perfume. It's available at Macy's, but we have one for you for free for your wife who's holding it down at home.
Oh, man, thank you so much.
You guys deserve it. We are praying for you.
Yep.
And your 9-month-old baby.
The baby.
It's a blessing. And as you know, Shine a Light is brought to you by Born in Roma by Valentino, available at Macy's. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie and Praz. He has been found guilty on all 10 counts in his federal conspiracy case. He's facing up to 20 years. We'll give you the details. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that yee tea.
Wow. Okay, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here. And she just showed me on TMZ some breaking news from 5 minutes ago. Jerry Springer just died
Wow.
at the age of 79.
You have it?
Ooh, yes, he is obviously the host of the Jerry Springer Show for 27 years.
Wow.
And he was one of the most influential but also controversial figures in TV history. He had been diagnosed with cancer a few months ago, according to a family spokesperson. And this week he took a turn for the worse, and he died at his home in the Chicago area. And remember, he was also a politician. He ran for U.S. Congress in 1970. He was elected to Cincinnati City Council in 1971. He was a mayor in 1977. He served one term. And then with the show, the Jerry Springer Show, that started in 1991. That's when he became a worldwide sensation.
Wow.
You know, at one point, his show was even more popular than Oprah
I remember that.
in several different cities.
Everyone loved or hated the Jerry Springer Show.
It was interesting to watch.
Yes.
We'll say that.
Yes.
Jerry.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, rest in peace to Jerry Springer, and condolences to his family. That literally just broke right now while we were sitting here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jasmine.
No problem.
All right. Now, Praz from the Fugees, you know, he's been on this trial for federal conspiracy, and he has been found guilty of all 10 counts. This is an international conspiracy scheme, millions of dollars involved in foreign money that was used for the purpose of influencing U.S. government officials. He made separate donations to the campaigns of Barack Obama and to Donald Trump with money that was supplied to him by Joe Lowe, who was the alleged mastermind behind this whole scandal. Through his contributions, Lowe wanted to take advantage of Praz's alleged relationship with Obama and also connect with somebody associated with the Trump administration who could bury an embezzlement case. Now, Praz was charged with campaign finance violations in 2019. He was also offered a plea deal, and he turned that down, by the way.
Yeah.
They would have tossed all of his charges and also returned a portion of the $74 million that was seized from his 4 bank accounts. But he was so sure of his innocence that he turned down that deal.
Wow.
And actually went forward with a trial that now had 8 additional charges tacked onto it.
I wonder if he wishes that he didn't turn down that deal.
I'm sure he does. He just was found guilty. That's crazy. All 10 charges. So he's facing up to 20 years. They have not given him a date for his sentencing yet.
Okay.
He also did admit to being an FBI informant during this trial.
That should count for something, right?
I don't know if that helps you.
I mean, okay.
And you know what they're saying is, and the guy Joe Lowe, the one that's, the one that embezzled all the money, he's been on the run. And so basically they're saying that Praz knew what was going on, because Praz's whole thing was, look, they just gave me money, asked me to,
Right.
do, X, Y, and Z. He wanted a picture with Barack Obama, and I tried to set it up. He paid me X amount of dollars. He was basically saying he didn't know that those things were illegal.
Right.
And if you want to read more about this, by the way, before the trial started, Praz did a whole interview about everything with Rolling Stone. I think that's from like a couple of months ago.
Okay.
And so that's how you can really understand
the details of what happened.
the details of when all of this started and all of the trouble happened. And I mean, think about it. He had $74 million in his bank accounts that now has gotten seized. And Joe Lowe had siphoned, they're saying, more than $4.5 billion.
And Joe Lowe is MIA?
Yeah, he's missing in action. They believe that he's hiding out in China, but they don't really know.
Okay.
All right, so I guess we'll see what his sentence is going to be.
Yeah.
Now, Ime Udoka, he addressed the Celtics suspension at his introduction to the Houston Rockets. He got hired by the Rockets.
Right.
And so here's what he had to say about taking accountability.
Part in it was to take ownership and accountability for my part. They had a choice to make a decision, and they went that route, and my thing was own up to it, take responsibility, and I served the suspension and had to own it, honestly. So same thing I'll preach to the guys. I can't sit here and not take accountability myself. So it was their right to go about it however they wanted to, and that's the choice they took.
And he also expressed his gratitude for now having a second chance with the Rockets. So congratulations to him. We'll see how all of that goes. Okay. And that was your Yeetie.
All right.
When we come back, we have About Last Night. And sometimes you just have to sit down. We'll talk about it. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Here's how it went down.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine is here.
Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Jasmine. Let me just say thank you so much for really rocking out for the past few months doing Way Up with Angela Yee.
No problem.
Yesterday we had plans and did not make it anywhere.
we had all the plans.
Yes. So my point for this About Last Night is that sometimes you have to allow yourself to rest.
Yes.
When I tell you I got in the house and I was so exhausted. First of all, I had to do CBS mornings today.
Yes.
And so I was like, what am I going to wear?
Right. Oh yeah, we went. Okay.
So we went to Saks. I actually, because I am on a budget, as I've been saying after this closing we did on this property.
Right.
I actually used my points from my American Express card to get a gift card to buy something to wear.
You did.
Right. So I think I spent like $100 of my own money, but the rest of it was all on a gift card. So I did a little bit of shopping.
Good job.
Thank you. And then we walked around a little bit. Then we went home, and we both had plans to go out.
Yes.
Actually, a very close friend of ours was having an event.
We thought we were going to the gym, and we thought we were going to go out.
We had plans. We were going to go to the gym, and then we were going to go out.
Right.
And guess what happened?
Nothing.
Okay? I sat on the couch, and I literally felt like I couldn't move.
You know how I knew I wasn't going anywhere? Because you were trying to play a clip for me, and I was falling asleep while you were playing a clip for me. You probably didn't realize it. I was falling asleep.
Oh, I didn't know. You were so quiet. But I did a deep dive about the importance of making sure that you allow yourself to rest.
Okay.
There's so many different things going on, so many responsibilities that we have, and it's very important to make sure you do that. It's better for your mental health, for increased concentration and memory, a healthier immune system, reduce stress, improve mood, even better metabolism. They always say, right, when your metabolism is slowing down, it's because you're not getting enough sleep, and sometimes that can make you gain weight if you don't get enough rest.
Okay. That's enough reason in itself to get some rest. Go ahead.
So here are some tips.
Oh.
In my deep dive on rest and relaxation.
Okay.
All right. And things that you need to be doing. Avoid caffeine in the afternoon and evening.
All right.
So morning is fine, and that is true. I only, at a certain point, unless I have to be up late, all right, I'm not going to do my coffee after like around noon.
Okay.
Stick to a consistent sleep schedule, even on the weekend. So you know how you want to be up all night on the weekend and then sleeping in?
Yeah.
Try to stick to a consistent sleep schedule.
Okay.
All right, now this is important. Set your thermostat. And I learned this from a sleep doctor, actually up here at iHeart when I went to go buy a mattress. They hooked me up with a sleep doctor. And you have to set your thermostat between 60 and 70 degrees at night. It might feel cold to you.
Not happening
But you
with
should
me.
always sleep with it a little bit colder. That's actually how you get your best sleep. And I learned that from a sleep doctor too.
I'm not doing that. Go ahead.
But it is definitely important. That is really how you do
I don't want to be
end
cold.
up sleeping better.
I don't ever want to be cold.
But your body warms up in the middle of the night. You ever wake up sweating?
Yes.
Okay, so it's part of it. Avoid napping during the day.
Oh.
It's not happening. I really don't nap during the day. And if I do need to do something, I'll do like a 15-minute nap. I actually set my alarm and do like a little quick nap, and it does help me. At least 1 hour before bed, all right? Turn off that TV and do something relaxing like read, do some bedtime yoga, or take a relaxing bath.
Okay.
And they said exercise is important, but avoid working out late in the day if possible. Obviously, if you can only work out at that time and you want to make sure you do.
Yeah.
But it's better for you to not work out late in the day.
Okay.
All right. And so those are some of the tips that you can have on how to get enough sleep. And meditation, I think, is really good. If you decide I want to do some meditation.
I try to do 10 minutes in the morning of meditation. Quick sidebar. One of the tips were you should take a relaxing bath. When's the last time you took a bath?
I haven't.
When's the last time?
I have no idea. Maybe if I'm in a hotel and it's like a nice, beautiful bathtub.
I don't know the last time I took a bath.
Yeah, that was actually probably
that's one of the
last
tips.
time.
Okay.
All right, so that is about last night. So everybody listening, just make sure you take care of yourself. Rest is important. Don't think I'll sleep when I die. And when we come back, we have Gurus of the Gram. This is where we talk about these internet gurus, people on social media that give you wisdom, and sometimes you're going to agree with it and be like, oh my God, yes. And sometimes you're like, all right, now who are you? All right, so we have one, and this comes from the Instagram page, Peace, Love, and Happiness. And here is this Guru of the Gram.
If you're in a relationship, you guys are committed to each other, living together, engaged, married, what have you. Yes, there comes a responsibility of him helping out with the bills. But I'm talking about women who are just dating a man. She's just dating him and she expects him to be responsible for her bills. No, he's not. A man giving you money should be an addition to what you already have. It shouldn't be a necessity. And I'm sick and tired of women on the post talking about so I'm supposed to lay down with him and sleep with him and give him this. And what do I get in return? You get in return.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. All right.
That's what you get in return.
Okay.
And I want to see what you guys think about that. If you're dating, not married, not living together.
Dating.
Should the man pay all the bills? And do you expect that to happen? Because I do see a lot of people saying that.
Right.
And I'm always like, man, I want to be a city girl.
City girls up, baby.
But let's see what you guys think. It's Gurus of the Gram, 800-292-5150.
That talk, but is it cap or nah? They are Gurus of the Gram.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here. I love this segment, Gurus of the Gram, because we always send each other, people talking on Instagram about different topics, and either we are laughing at them or we're agreeing with them.
Yeah.
It just depends. And so today's topic comes from the Instagram page, Peace, Love, and Happiness. Here it is.
If you're in a relationship, you guys are committed to each other, living together, engaged, married, what have you. Yes, there comes a responsibility of him helping out with the bills. But I'm talking about women who are just dating a man. She's just dating him and she expects him to be responsible for her bills. No, he's not. A man giving you money should be an addition to what you already have. It shouldn't be a necessity. And I'm sick and tired of women on the post talking about so I'm supposed to lay down with him and sleep with him and give him this. And what do I get in return? You get in return.
Ooh. Now, the question is, if you're dating, should men pay all the bills? Jasmine?
Well, if a man wants to pay my bills, how dare I stop him from doing what he wants to do? No, I have no expectation. But if he wants to pay my bills, that's fine. I'm okay.
I have a lot of bills.
I have a lot of bills, too. Well, I don't have as many bills as you, but I'm okay. If he wants to pay them, I don't have that expectation. But if I need some help, I'll ask. I'm okay. But when I wasn't okay, I definitely would ask if I needed some help.
You're okay now. What if a guy needed help from you?
If he was my man, I'll help my man. I'm
not a dating person.
No, not someone I'm dating. I'm not helping.
Okay.
All
right. Yeah, I've never really had anybody pay my bills. Ever. I've had people offer to do things like, oh, here's some money for your hair. Or what's nice when they surprise you, like they know where you're going to get your nails done.
Yeah,
and
that's
they call
nice.
ahead and pay for it. I've had people call ahead, pay for dinner for me and my friends, and actually offer to do stuff like that as a night, but not an expectation.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see what you guys think. 800-292-5150. We're talking Gurus of the Gram. Do you expect a man that you're dating to pay for everything? Gerald, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine.
So what do you think about paying all the bills as a person who would be dating? Do you feel like that's your responsibility?
As far as dating, I don't think that it's a man's responsibility. I just feel like it should be sometimes it's going to be 100 to 50 or 175, at least just show the man that you willing to, help out. If you were to fall, they could pick you up, because if you fall and they can't pick you up, then it's going to be a major problem,
Okay. So he's saying we might both got to look out for each other at some point.
That's fair.
I mean, not. not necessarily. I mean, well, at first, you know, when you meet somebody, you know, you want to impress the other person, which, you know, they might not know if you have money or not, but sometimes they just get too comfortable with it if you just come into the relationship offering money. They feel like they don't have to do anything, you know? So
it becomes like agree. A given, like you got to pay all my bills.
Set the tone.
See, me personally, I would want like if I'm dating and my woman say, hey, babe, I'm finna go get my nails and my toes done, I'll be like, okay, go ahead, I'll be here when you get home. But she not knowing when she get back home, I'm gonna be like, babe, how much was your nails and your feet? I give it back to you.
Okay.
Versus her getting mad.
As long as she's not expecting it, it's more like a treat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Gerald.
Oh, no problem.
What's up, Missy?
Hey, how you doing, Gayle?
Good. How are you? What do you think about gurus of the gram? Do you expect a guy to pay for everything?
I do. I expect a guy to be able to handle situations, and if he can take care of you when he's your boyfriend, he's sure going to be able to take care of you as a husband. Show me what you got before I marry you, boo.
Oh, what if you guys just started dating, though?
You still have to pay for meals.
Okay, meals.
Pay for something. You got to show me what you got.
Okay, but not necessarily your bills.
No, not necessarily my bills off top. Not until we get to the next level.
Okay.
No bills, just meals.
No bills, just meals. In the beginning.
In the beginning. Okay. It turns from meals to bills to everything. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yee. I love you, Yee.
Love you too.
Love you, baby.
Love you too.
Hey, Ivy.
Hey.
What do you think about this guru of the gram? Do you think that men should be paying for everything for you?
Absolutely not. I mean, if that's the dynamic y'all agreed upon, like a stay-at-home mother, I've played that role. I get that. That's well and good. But y'all should help each other out, you know, wherever it works. I mean, I've had other females ask me this before because I make good money. And I let them know, look, with your man's money, y'all can make a savings. Y'all can buy a house together if you let him do his part. Maybe you take one big bill, one small bill, and alleviate his stress and be a team. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, everybody should be taking care of something.
Right.
Unless the other person is
and
having
it's one
really hard
thing.
times. But I think we're talking about in the beginning of a relationship.
So in the beginning of a relationship, it just kind of depends where you're at. Like, I've definitely dated a dude, and in the beginning, he's helped me out because I was low. But I've done that more for the men in my life than they've done it for me.
Okay.
So it's really just the understanding of that person. Hard times happen to everybody, but are you working through it? You know, you can't be on the couch talking about, oh, babe, will you pay this?
And girl, ain't it a blessing that you got your money up like that?
Saying all by myself. So you can leave at any time, sir. I don't need you. You're here for a ride.
Thank you, Ivy. I'm with you, girl. We over here.
Hey.
Hey, Mark.
Hey.
So let me ask you this. When you're dating a woman in the beginning, are you taking care of all the bills? Do we set the standard like that?
I mean, not for me, because I meet you and you telling me that I gotta pay your bills because we like talking or I met you or something, or even if we having sex or whatever, then I feel like that's prostitution to me. You know, I don't want to be in no relationship where I feel like I'm in a relationship with a prostitute.
You think that's
kind of a strong word?
Because then that would make you a John.
Right, because that's what that is. Because, you know, like, if you're in a relationship and you want to look out for the female, then that's like your choice to do. And it probably come natural if y'all got that type of a bond. But if you telling me I'm not having sex with you unless you paying me, then you're a prostitute to me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know that I would necessarily call it prostitution.
I wouldn't either.
But I would say that you guys aren't on the same page.
Yeah, we definitely not. You know what I'm saying?
So
have you ever had a girl take care of you?
No, I ain't never. All the females who I meet want me to take care of them. I ain't never want to take care of me ever. You know, I can't get that lucky like everybody else.
Oh my
So
gosh.
if you and Angela Yee were dating, you wouldn't pay her bills.
If she was my woman, not like we just dating, but if she was my woman, then I wouldn't just be paying all her bills just to be paying it.
Now I understand what you're saying. If you're like, I'm only going to sleep with you if you pay my bills, or then I understand that's like a exchange. You feel like, but if you're like, I feel like doing this, we're together, that's different.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Well, I hope one day you get to be a prostitute. Get your bills paid, okay, baby?
Yo, you're right. All right, thanks, y'all.
No problem. All right, well, that was Gurus of the Gram. That's when we listen to all of these internet gurus and see who we agree with and who we don't. And when we come back, we got your Yeetie. And Dwayne Wade talks about why he had to leave Florida. You can just imagine. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Happy Friday Eve, Angela.
Yes, your favorite day, Thursday.
Yep.
And Dwayne Wade was on Headliners with Rachel Nichols. It actually airs tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And the clip that's been going around is him talking about leaving Florida because of all of the anti-LGBTQ legislation. Here is what Dwayne Wade had to say.
I have to make decisions for my family, not just personal individual decisions. I mean, obviously the taxes is great. Having Wade County is great. But my family would not be accepted or feel comfortable there. And so that's one of the reasons why I don't live there.
Okay, makes sense to me because I don't think you're definitely welcome there if you're LGBTQ.
Right.
And the Associated Press just reported last week that a Florida state board approved an expansion of what critics call the Don't Say Gay law, and that the House passed bills on gender transition treatments, bathroom use, and keeping children out of drag shows.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, so.
I feel like we're going backwards.
Yeah, we are going backwards. All right, Ice Cube is going to be doing a Big 3 docuseries. He's teaming with Jesse Collins Entertainment, and that's going to revolve around that league. Ice Cube will star in and produce via his Cube Vision with Jesse Collins Entertainment. It's going to take an unprecedented look at the making of one of the fastest growing new leagues in the United States, which is the Big 3, as Ice Cube defies the NBA on its quest to become one of the biggest sports leagues in the world. It's going to be an as yet untitled series.
Okay. I'm interested in seeing that.
So I was at the first ever Big 3 game at the Barclays.
Were you?
Yes.
Okay.
So shout out to Ice Cube. All right. And speaking of sports, let's talk about Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. That fight shattered expectations. 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. That's a lot, with a staggering $22.8 million gate. So that is actually... that's huge.
That's a lot of views.
People did not expect that. And a lot of people are saying Gervonta Davis may have Floyd Mayweather to thank for his performance. He said he gave me great words, was telling me to stay calm. I always like to listen to Floyd when it comes to big stages like these because he's the only one who has been in my shoes and been in these types of fights.
Okay.
All right. And College Hill Celebrity Edition, that trailer is out now, and that's for season 2 on BET Plus. Everybody's talking about Jocelyn Hernandez versus Amber Rose. Tiffany New York Pollard is on there. Omarion's brother Orion is on there. Blame It on K-Way is on there. Parker McKenna Posey, Iman Shumpert, all of that. Listen to this.
Welcome to the Alabama State University.
I feel like I have like an obligation to take this seriously.
This house is a madhouse.
I want to fight the out of Ray. I want to drag your ass.
Jocelyn, she running this like it's some kind of penitentiary.
If they keep on pushing me, they gonna find what they not looking for.
I know we're in college, but damn, this is like a lot.
Your problem is that you really don't even want to be black.
Jocelyn!
No. You want to go there?
All right.
Ray J's on there. You know Ray J's our friend. So
that's right. Ray J is back on.
Yeah, Ray J's back on there, so that'll be good. I don't know Amber to be spicy like that, so I'm interested to see what this conflict with her and Jocelyn is about.
Right. I don't like to see that, though. And Toni Braxton is going to be doing a production deal with Lifetime and A&E. She already has a relationship with them.
Right.
They've collabed with, producing the movie Christmas Spark and other films too. And so now she is going to be overseeing and executive producing multiple projects for the network.
I think that makes sense.
So congratulations to them on that deal. All right. And that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are stories that may not be headline news stories. I was talking about this on CBS Mornings.
Right.
When I was discussing Way Up with Angela Yee, and we try to be a little bit different. So what we're doing is stories that everyone's not talking about the way that they should. And so that is Under the Radar. When we come back, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. And you know, one of the things I want to talk about is some people are talking about it, but I feel like I don't hear about it enough.
Okay.
You know, what's going on right now with Donald Trump and E. Jean Carroll and these allegations against him. She has testified, so we'll tell you what's happening. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
News. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes.
And we are doing Under the Radar. These are stories that are not necessarily being talked about everywhere, but we want to make sure that we bring some attention to it. Now, let's start off with this trial. Donald Trump, former Elle columnist E. Jean Carroll, is testifying in her defamation and battery case against former President Donald Trump about being almost too frightened to think during what she says was an attack by Trump. This happened allegedly in the dressing room of Bergdorf Goodman, which is a Manhattan department store, in the 90s. She does not know the exact year. She says she believed it was 95 or 96.
Okay.
But she can't pinpoint it. She can think about what it was and what month it was based off of what she had on. But she brought this lawsuit in November. The reason why is that she alleges that Donald Trump defamed her in a Truth Social post by calling her allegations a hoax and a lie. He said, "That woman is not my type." When denying her claim that he raped her in that department store dressing room. She also added a charge of battery under a recently adopted New York law that allows adult survivors of sexual abuse to sue their alleged attacker regardless of the statute of limitations. And she's in court right now.
Okay.
And she's talking about her lobbying for this New York Adult Survivors Act. And that's what is allowing her to sue. She tells the jury it takes sometimes years to get the courage to face the person who hurt you, if at all. Another thing that she's saying is that when this happened, she had a lot of trauma afterwards, including an inability to develop romantic connections with men. She testified that she has not had sex since the day of the alleged rape. She said, "I'm a happy person, basically, but I am aware that I have lost out on one of the glorious experiences of any human being in love with somebody else." And so that is what's happening right now on the stand. And they're saying that the Access Hollywood tape was also presented as evidence of Donald Trump's mistreatment of women. In 2016, it was in the court of public opinion. They're talking about, you know, that tape and that Donald Trump had said was locker room banter.
Right, yeah.
And talking about grabbing women by the genitals. And so that is also something that in this instance, seems like it is going to be able to be a piece of evidence. It's his treatment of women, they're saying, as part of the evidence.
Gotcha.
And on Donald Trump's behalf, his lawyers are expected to chip away at E. Jean Carroll's credibility. And they are, they're saying that she basically doesn't even remember when it was. How does she remember exactly all the details that happened?
Right.
If she can't remember that detail. And yes, so we'll keep you guys updated on what's happening with that.
Okay.
All right, now another story that I've been seeing is a bipartisan bill, and this was unveiled yesterday. It would require parental consent for minors to use social media. So it's called the Protecting Kids on Social Media Act.
Okay.
It would also bar social media companies from using algorithms to feed content to minors, and it would set the minimum age to use the platforms to 13. The bill would also create a pilot program for a new age verification credential that could be used to enroll in social media platforms.
Okay, so
What do you have a
13.
daughter?
I do have a daughter. She's not that old.
But can you imagine if she was...
My daughter actually has a phone.
She also has a page.
She does have a page.
She doesn't follow me.
But she does not follow you. But
It's too racy.
I'm a fan of, having consent for minors and staying off social media or having some parameters around it. I'm okay with that.
And I also see that TikTok, they're saying, looks like they're trying to start a record label.
Oh, gosh.
They're looking to hire people who will identify, sign, and develop new artists, as well as design live show and merchandise strategies for artists globally. And that could be a really huge thing. But TikTok, a lot of the labels already have a weird relationship with that app. And so we can see what's going to happen, but that could perhaps ruffle some feathers in the music business.
I can see that.
We're going to sign to TikTok Records. All right. Well, that is your Under the Radar stories. And Sherri Shepherd is going to be joining us later. I'm so excited for that. She's hilarious. And her show is winning. I mean, she was nominated for an Emmy.
That's
actually
major.
for 3 Emmys for the show. 4 Emmys for the show.
That's major.
So congratulations to her. And we have the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the JasmineBrand.com is here. A lot of these stories are JasmineBrand.com related.
They are, yeah.
I'm not just any brand, I'm my own
Greene.
Let them know, baby. All right, now Meta, which is Facebook, has shut down Facebook Watch Originals Entertainment Group. So that means that all of those shows were canceled,
Right.
which includes Red Table Talk, according to Variety, who confirmed all of this. So the head of development for Facebook Watch Originals is leaving the company. And yeah, I guess they're not going to be doing any more shows. There's a lot of things happening. I see they're not doing the metaverse anymore.
It's a lot of movement, a lot of changes in terms of like content and TV. A lot of people are getting, displaced.
And I think people also were baking a lot on the metaverse too.
Oh, okay.
You saw that they, right. they're not even doing that anymore. I don't know.
I wonder where this show is going to end up.
Somebody is 1,000% going to take it. Now, Snapchat shuttered its originals group last summer. YouTube folded most of its original productions, but they do have a slate of kids content and programming from its Black Voices Fund also. So I guess people are trying to figure out the best way to monetize. Kevin Hart's Heartbeat Weekend is hitting Vegas.
Okay.
All right. And that is going to be happening this summer. He announced all of this yesterday. If you want to check that out, July 6th to the 9th. That's right after 4th of July.
Okay.
And it's going to be Kevin Hart, Jack Harlow, J. Cole, Cascade, Ludacris, R.L. Grime, Rock the Bells, Pool Party, and more. So you guys can go to heartbeatweekend.com. That's Heart, H-A-R-T, like Kevin Hart.
Okay.
All right, Taye Diggs is starring in a true crime film series, Love and Murder, Atlanta Playboy. That's going to be on BET Plus. You know I have BET Plus. I enjoy their programming.
Yes.
And this follows Lance, who is Taye Diggs, a successful Atlanta businessman, renowned in equal measure for both revolutionizing the city's 911 system and his womanizing ways. When he is found murdered in his own home, questions and allegations abound as to who might have wanted him dead.
Okay, it looks like this is produced by Mona Scott Young. Okay.
Yes, Mona Me Productions.
All
and
right.
Eric from Swirl Films. I know him too. So shout out to both of them.
Cool.
All right, Bow Wow recently was on Real Life Street Stars, and he talked about being thankful he did not have access to his money until he was 18. I think we are all thankful for that, Bow Wow. Listen to this.
You don't really see it. You just really doing all the working, and you getting, all the gifts and the treats from being famous. But as far as like being able to touch the bag, you don't touch. So I can go back to your question when you said, what's the gift and the curse? Yeah. That would probably be the only thing, is that for the first 5 years of my career, I couldn't touch none of my money. If I would have came in the game at 19 or 18, I probably would have tapped out the game, because I would have been like, this is crazy that I'm seeing this type of paper and I get to touch it as soon as I hit. So I was kind of thankful for that.
Yeah, I also too like Bow Wow, and I don't have, money like that, but I think if I was like younger, imagine being 16, 17 and even having a couple $100,000.
Yeah.
I'd have lost my mind.
Whoever's decision that was
if I would have had $10,000, it would have been over for everybody. Okay?
It's over for you.
In January, he had talked about his desire to see hip hop start a union in order to protect their pockets and assets, kind of like the NBA Players Association. So not a bad idea.
I like that idea.
All right, now Swizzy, we just saw him up here. He revealed how his son Egypt actually produced Kendrick Lamar's Untitled 07 off his Untitled Unmastered project. He was only 5 years old. Remember when that happened? He was on the Jennifer Hudson show. Here's what he said.
I thought me and Kendrick was cool. But they kicked it off at the Super Bowl, and I looked, and him and Kendrick was talking for like 40 minutes, and I went over and said to Kendrick, I'm like, is he bothering you? Should I move him? I know you're enjoying yourself. He said, no, I had writer's block, and what Egypt is telling me is helping me deal with something. And I was like, well, man, he's 5 years old. Like, still to this day, I don't know what he was helping him deal with, but I let it happen.
And listen, that's a nice check, because Kendrick Lamar, by the way, also just broke a record. His Big Steppers tour is the highest grossing tour by a rapper as a headlining act in history.
Oh, wow. Ever.
He made $110.9 million from 929,000 tickets across 73 shows. So he's ahead of Drake, of Migos. He's ahead of Kanye and Jay-Z's Watch the Throne tour.
That is major.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's major. Congratulations to Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, shout out to K-Dot. Breaking history, baby. And and speaking of breaking history, I also wanted to shout out Juice WRLD. He has the highest average streams per songs on Spotify.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's a significant accomplishment. He had surpassed 30 billion streams on Spotify alone. They revealed that a few weeks ago. And they said that solidified his status as one of the most streamed artists of all time.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So that is your Yee tea. And when we come back this morning, I was on CBS Mornings, and I guess we have something from that. That's what I'm seeing here from what we talked about on that show. So shout out to CBS for having me on this morning. And if you guys want to hear what we talked about, we have a little bit of that for you. Also, Sherri Shepherd is going to be joining us this morning. This is a jam action-packed day already. All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes.
Oh, man, what a day. So we started this day earlier than normal today. You actually came with me to go do CBS Mornings with Gayle King, Nate Burleson, Tony. I can never pronounce Tony's last name. Dekoput. I can't even do it.
Don't try.
Okay, but actually, I watch the show all the time because it comes on from 7 to 9 a.m.
Right, it comes on before we leave.
And so, I'm always watching the news before we leave, and this is what I actually watch. And so I was really excited to be on there today for a segment just talking about Way Up with Angela Yee.
Right.
And a lot of things that we have going on. So we do have some of this for you.
Okay.
There's a lot that happens behind the scenes.
Yeah, can you kind of explain what happens behind the scenes?
So Keys came over. She does my makeup. She came over early this morning and did my makeup. Then we went over to the building and got COVID tested.
Right.
And then there's a little bit of a wait. I guess they want to make sure you're there on time.
The dressing room is
amazing.
Yes.
Okay, when I tell you, I was like, I could live here.
Yeah, it's nice.
Hello. They have 2 dressing rooms. They have one dressing room, and then there's another dressing room that's like right next to the stage. The first thing I said was, this is way nicer than no shade iHeart, but I mean, it's amazing.
Yes.
Also, Roy Wood Jr. was on this morning, and he actually I love Roy Wood Jr.
Okay.
So it was nice to see that they did a whole special on him this morning. They did a package on him.
Right.
And then Bishop T.D. Jakes was there. And we'll actually be with Bishop T.D. Jakes next week at his event, Good Soil, in Orlando. He was announcing his big Wells Fargo partnership that he's doing.
Okay.
The money that they're investing into Black-owned businesses. And so it was a great morning for me to be on, to see all these people who I love and respect so much.
Right.
And I had a nice conversation with Gayle King about her new show, King Charles. We had a good chuckle about some things, but I'm excited to see that. That's going to be on CNN. And here is some of what happened on the show. They asked me about why did I start my own show.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to the Breakfast Club because you were there for 12 years. I loved you and Charlamagne together and DJ Envy. Why did you decide that now was the time?
You know, I had
step out on your own.
I always knew, even when I first started doing the Breakfast Club, that I wanted to eventually have my own show. I came from having my own show at Sirius. And so in my head, I was like, okay, I'm doing this, but I do want to have my own show. And I have my podcast. But I've been talking to iHeart about it. I thought I would have to have my own show and stay on the Breakfast Club, which would have been double duty. Yeah. But in my head, I said, I'll do it, and then I'll be able to transition into that and make it successful. But fortunately, after the pandemic, they came to me and said, Angela, let's
now
just do it.
Yeah.
So that was amazing, yes.
Yeah.
And then in addition to that, it's a lot of pressure. You know, having a new show.
I bet.
Yeah, people weighing in. And of course you want to be successful, which fortunately so far has been amazing. So here's that.
You know, you're in the Radio Hall of Fame. You're a legend in that industry. And yet you still were talking recently about feeling pressure in this new show. You want to live up to, I guess, that history. Is that what it is?
I want to create a new history. I never want to compare myself to something I did already. So I feel like the show is different. And a lot of things I did, I tried to differentiate. Like even my news segment is not like a front page headline news. It's more under the radar stories. So I try to bring things that everybody's not talking about, but that I feel is interesting.
Yeah.
And so really I try to do things so it's not like that. It's just different.
That was a good answer, Angela.
It's the truth, though. I really was very intentional on trying to make sure this is not a carbon copy of what I've already done. We have segments like Tell Us a Secret. You know, we have The Last Word where everybody gets to leave their messages. And I love ending the show like that. We have the, like I said, Under the Radar stories. I still have my Ask Yee and the Yee tea.
Shine a light.
Yeah, Shine a Light. Starting the show with that positive note with people calling in and just saying amazing things. You know, it's been fun. And I have more segments that we're introducing. We have Gurus of the Gram with these Instagram gurus. I think these are little fun, quick bites, too.
Right.
All right. And as far as enjoying it, Jasmine, thank you.
Are you having a great time in this new chapter of your life? I hope
I am. I'm really happy. It's nice to curate my own content and to interview who I want to interview. And, you know, my friend Jasmine has been on there with me since I started. And so I've been enjoying that. And, even having guests like Dominique Fishback, she's from Brooklyn, and I've known her since way before Swarm.
Yeah.
And just being able to say, okay, I want this to happen, or different segments that I want that I know are going to be really exciting that are working, I'm happy about it.
Well, Angela, I'd
We're
never
happy
bet
for you.
against you.
She said, Angela, I will never bet against you.
I love Gayle King, by the way. I mean, Nate and Tony are great too. Tony and I had a great conversation afterward about property in Detroit and buying that 30-unit building in Detroit. So that was cool.
You talked about that briefly on the show, too.
Yes, and the coffee company, Coffee Uplifts People, and my coffee shop. Also, I was talking to Nate. I've met Nate before, so it was nice. He knows my name is Angela Yee. For some reason, people say Lee.
Angela
Lee. Angela Lee. But yeah, sometimes that's hard. But Gayle showed up to my launch party for Way Up with Angela Yee.
Early.
Which was a big deal to me. She told me I was like, okay. So I appreciate things like that.
Yeah.
That's why I always say going out sometimes to support somebody, it means a lot to them. And so all of those things are amazing. And they definitely were very congratulatory. And the full video is on the Way Up with Yee Instagram page if you guys want to check that out. I know they've posted it too on their YouTube. And shout out to Keys who came and did my makeup. She took the day off from her job.
She did. Congratulations, Angela. This is a big, obviously the show is a big deal, but you doing that episode this morning is really big.
Yeah, that's nice. My whole family was watching.
In the group chat and watching.
My friends in high school was like, my mom said you're going to be on.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, and it's a show that I watch. So that was exciting. And speaking of shows that I watch, Sherri Shepherd is going to be joining us today. And I'm happy for her, too. That's why I'm saying today is a great day.
Yes.
All right, Sherri Shepherd is hilarious as a comedian. She's a writer. She's an executive producer. She has her own daytime talk show. Just all around really fun person. So let's get into Sherri Shepherd. When we come back, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Bring in the back. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here. I'm looking at the guy who won the $2 billion Powerball. Remember that?
Yeah.
Edwin Castro. They have pictures of him leaving the bank.
How does he look? Does he
happy.
look happy?
Yeah, he looks very happy. He actually, he's a California resident, and he's 30 years old. He had a security team in tow because you can't just walk out the bank when you win a $2 billion Powerball.
Right.
He's also holding a fat envelope of cash.
Oh my gosh.
As he's walking out of Chase Bank.
And he's only 30 years old.
He's only 30 years old. That is the largest lottery prize in U.S. history. He just won this last year. So he ended up getting $997.6 million.
Okay.
You think you would work still?
No, you know what? I probably would.
You think so?
Yeah, I would be doing something.
Would.
No, I would be. What am I going to do every day?
Chill.
Listen, I know I would be bored.
Well, no, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
What am I going to do? Just shop all day?
So far, he bought a $25.5 million Hollywood Hills estate and a $4 million mansion. And yeah, I mean, I guess you walk around trying not to get kidnapped.
Right. Yeah, you would be bored. I would be bored. I'd probably do some big charity thing or something, like make a
Definitely got to do some charity.
Yeah, and that's work.
I'm looking at these houses that he bought. He also has let's see.
I would definitely hire a chef.
Vintage
you know,
Porsche.
like to eat.
You see it?
Oh, that Porsche it's too slow to the ground for your girl.
Yeah, he's a big guy too.
He is. Yeah, he's not a little tiny thing.
All right, well, holla at your girl. No, I'm kidding.
I'm looking for a man, so that might be a good.
Would he have to pay your bills according to Gurus of the Greene?
Absolutely.
You think that? What if he was like really cheap?
He probably is really frugal.
Like when he goes out, I wonder is he married?
He probably just orders water. Only tips 10%. God bless him.
Let me see. He went to public school in California. Yeah, this is just interesting to me to see because you know they also talk about that lottery curse.
Yeah.
So take care of yourself. He got 3 security guards on deck at all times.
As he should.
All right. Well, we do have Sherri Shepherd about to join us. She's single too.
She is single.
Okay, Sherri, we about to make something happen here.
Yeah, I gotta ask her some questions about her love life.
Okay, let's do it. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Sherri Shepherd is up next.
It's Mastery of Comedy on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here with me.
Yes.
And we we have a super special guest, and we mean this, all right? Sherri Shepherd is here.
Hey, y'all.
Look at you.
I'm sitting between two powerful black women.
Aww.
I love this. Is nice.
I feel so much synergy with you, so I'm excited that you're here. First of all, congratulations on the Emmy nominations.
Thank you so much.
That's a big deal.
Yeah,
it's a
huge
big deal for a first-time show. And it's a big deal for me because this is like an 18-year plus dream. So to get an Emmy nomination for something that I've dreamed about for so long and something that so many people told me no.
Yes.
Means, I don't know what it means to Kelly Ripa, J. Hud, Drew Barrymore, but I know what it means to me.
I can't stand when people act like awards don't matter. You know?
It does.
Because, when you're nominated for something and you work really hard, that acknowledgement is a big deal.
I'm so thankful. I'm riding on a high today.
Well, good. It's well deserved. I really do
Thank
enjoy
you.
watching your show. It's like
Thank
great
you.
energy.
Right.
I love how your interaction is with guests. And so we're going to have some fun with you today.
Yes.
We
Oh,
put
I
together
can't wait.
some things for you, okay? And you just have to pick one or the
Okay.
other.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Nap or workout?
Whoa. I want to say nap because I'm so sleepy now, but workout.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
You've been doing it?
Yes.
Yes.
I have finally gotten to the place where I like going to the gym. As soon as the clock rings at 4:45, I'd sit up.
How does that affect other areas of your life?
I have to tell you, if you can get to the point where you work out consistently, it really, like my mental clarity, my focus is on point. I'm not as impatient. I'm hornier.
Okay.
I think,
I have heard that once if you work out, it makes you hornier.
It does.
It makes your bowels move too. by the way.
Well, I wasn't going to say I'll let Angela. I didn't know.
Whenever I work out, especially yoga, if you do yoga.
You told me
you're
yoga.
like,
Yeah.
Okay, girl, you can't be single and telling everybody to make your bowel movements regular. That's just, I don't know, men look and go, I want to take her out. That's sexy.
But so hornier, so...
Okay, now don't that sound sexier
It does.
than to make your bowel movements regular?
Well, good. Sometimes, depending on what you do, you
You might need to get it out. Yeah. You might need to prep for something.
You know, prepping is good.
Yeah.
Prepping is good. I don't know where we went right on that. But
Sorry.
yes, it does. Well, for me, yes, it makes you hornier. The energy I get, literally, as soon as I finish working out, I have a big burst of energy.
You're like, who can I call?
Who can I call?
Okay, how about this one? Eat out or eat in?
Oh, my gosh. I love to eat out.
Okay.
I do love, because I can't
Let's just
cook.
take that clip because that sounded crazy.
Yeah.
Right up there with it cleans your bowel.
Yeah. Horny, down. Got it.
Okay. All right, so you like to go out to eat.
I like to go out to eat because it's fun. I don't like to cook for a man because I don't want him thinking that that's what he's going to get all the time. So if
okay.
you want to get to know me, we have to go out because that's really going to be our MO.
Yeah.
What can
Going
you
out.
cook? Like, what are your specialties in the house? Nothing? You don't have a specialty? Like because everybody has a go-to dish.
Like hers are tacos.
I can make
I'm more than tacos.
Okay.
I can make
this is a go.
What is your son? What's your son?
Jeffrey's 18.
What's your son like? What did he used to like that you used to make?
Grilled cheese.
Like I can make him good chicken tacos. I'm stealing your stuff. I can make good chicken
making
tacos.
stuff up now.
I used to make like a pot roast when I was married to husband one. I made a really good pot roast, and I know how to make ribs.
I know that was a while ago.
It was a while ago, but I can make
nobody
ribs.
say pot roast in a while.
Oh,
Okay.
I know, huh? It was a pot roast back then. I can make a rack of ribs really well. I used to be able to make greens, but I don't know how to make greens anymore. And I can make.
I don't know if you forget.
I forgot how to make greens because I wasn't making them. I know how to make a turkey.
Okay.
I know how to make. I know how to
Thanksgiving.
Though, yeah.
I can make. Oh, now it's coming to me. I can make macaroni and cheese, with a bunch of cheese and stuff. Everything that makes my diabetes worse, I can make. I can make the cakes and I can make a sweet potato pie. And now it's all coming back.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can kind of cook.
A whole meal.
Yeah, you can kind of cook.
I can kind of cook, but I don't. I was doing this all prior to when Jeffrey turned 18.
Okay.
But now he turned 18. I don't.
So he doesn't eat anymore now that he's 18?
He's fasting.
No, at 18, I was like, you on your own, boy. And I think I called him the N-word. I was like, you on your own. It ain't even son no more. I was like, N-word, you go and get your own food.
Well,
No,
he's 18.
He eats. He's learned to like at his school. He goes and grabs like a chopped cheese sandwich.
Okay.
He eats at the
a New
basketball
Yorker.
center. He's a New Yorker.
He's
so
like, sorry, mom doesn't feed me anymore. I'm 18.
Shoot, you know what I have on my kitchen counter? Like my wigs are like laid out on the counter.
You really don't eat this at your house.
I eat out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this one? Perfect man with bad sex or a stressful relationship with great sex?
I think I could take a perfect man with bad sex.
Really?
Because at the end of the day, I know how to do stuff myself.
Okay.
But if he is a good man, and I know how to fake some stuff.
Have you ever been in a situation where the sex was terrible, but you stayed for a while?
Oh no, I didn't stay.
Okay.
But I've been in a situation where I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way this can continue, and it did.
And
Not
it
with
did not.
me.
Did you make up an excuse, or you told him?
I just didn't call no more.
Okay,
I just didn't call no more. But I mean, I also, at my age, it's like sex is not as big a deal as it was.
Okay.
There was a time when I was younger, and that's all I thought about. But now at this age, I'm thinking about how can I advance? I got to plan for my future, for my son's future. I'm going to buy property. So sex is like, and I'm tired after going to the gym. So it's like, here we go. Masturbate, sleep. Usually I'm asleep, but a good man who like adores you, who has stuff waiting for you and food waiting for you when you get home, and he cares about you, and that's hard to find.
Okay.
I might cheat, but
Oh my gosh.
that's the problem.
See, now there you go.
Yeah.
I might. But he's a good man.
All right, now we heard Steve Harvey on Club Shay Shay, and he was
Yes.
talking about going broke, right? He had made over $30 million, and then at the end of it all, he had like $1,700 in the bank. Have you been good with your money throughout the course of your career?
No, because I got married twice.
Okay, that was what happened to him. He said the divorce is what broke him.
That's what I tell people. It's not the marriage and spending all the money. It's the divorce.
Right.
That's why I always tell women, when you get married, get a prenup. A lot of people say, especially women, it sets it up for failure. You planted seeds of negativity. But I was married with a prenup and without a prenup. Without the prenup, I lost everything. My house that I had saved up and bought. So much money went to the attorneys that was supposed to go into my son's mouth. And with the prenup, I didn't lose my house. I didn't lose that kind of stuff because, a prenup is just like that. It's like you have car insurance. You don't expect to get into an accident.
Yeah, you don't want to.
You can control you, but you can't control everybody around you. You do it and get it out of the way. You don't think about it until you may need it.
Yeah. Right.
And if you look at the statistics, because the first one, when I didn't do a prenup, I was like, but the Bible say, and the statistics are a lot of marriages end up in divorce. It's nothing to be bitter about.
No one intends for that to
Nobody
happen when they get
intends
married.
to. Yeah. But divorce gets ugly.
Because then you end up, like you said, paying the attorneys a whole lot
attorneys
of money.
be making
They
money.
always say it's the attorneys that win.
They make
in those
all
situations.
of the money. I was just telling my publicist, just being in debt because of the two big, very publicized divorces, and being in debt to the IRS because I couldn't pay my taxes because I had to pay so much money to the attorneys.
Sherri Shepherd is here, and we'll be back with some more. And you guys are going to be laughing so hard because I already am. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
This is Mastery of Comedy on Way Up with Angela Yee.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here, and we are talking to Sherri Shepherd. And we also were talking about this, right, Jasmine and I, before you came in here, your jail stint. 8 days.
We were brand in the hail.
But because we were like, I don't know if I could live.
8 days. That's a long time.
Both of y'all, look at y'all. Y'all cute with all that hair. Look at y'all.
8 days.
Do you know how to fight? You know how to fight?
Yeah, I'm okay, but I don't want to have to fight every night. Like I don't want every day. Like.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing because it was like being in jail for the 8 or 10 days I was there. It's so many different women who were there, and I'm like this shy girl who was a Jehovah's Witness, and they stole my underwear.
What?
They did, because you get when they give you your stuff, they give you like one little moo-moo. They give you a packet of deodorant. They give you that little black dandruff comb in a packet, and that's all you get. You get some Kleenex, and that's it.
Did you have a wig when you were in there? Or
Girl, no, they take all that. You go.
Okay.
So it was my natural hair. I was just doing comedy, so I wasn't wearing wigs.
Okay.
But what happened was you get one pair of underwear, and you have to wash them every night, and you put them over your bunk bed to air dry. And when I woke up, they were gone. And
my God.
They were just gone. I was like, and you sit there and go, I know I put these panties on there to dry.
Right.
And so it was women around me who was like, they be itching for a fight. And I don't remember the lady's name. I'm going to call her Big Mama because it was something crazy like that. And it was like, Big Mama took your panties. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it was like, you have to fight Big Mama. And I know it was a big old lady, Latin lady. She was huge. And they would and I was like, I don't want to fight, but you can't say you don't want to fight.
Because then that's worse.
Because that's worse. And then so the little bit, her name was Little Bit, she took me over there and she was like, there go your panties. just 2 pairs of underwear lay on the thing. And I said to Big Mom, I was like, did you see extra pair of panties? She was like, no, I ain't seen nothing. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta fight this lady. Oh my gosh.
So what happened?
The security guards came in because it was another fight that broke out at the same time. That's how much God loved me.
Oh my God.
Because that lady would have whooped my ass. She was huge. And I went the whole time I had to go to all of the courts. I didn't have no underwear on.
I was gonna say.
Then you get on that bus,
you got a
girl. You ever seen that prison bus that go on the freeway when you're driving?
Yeah.
They put me on there and they chained me up. And they put the women in the front, and then it was a big old cage, and in the back was a bunch of men who were chained up, and I was the last one. So they was all whispering nasty stuff. It was like, I'm gonna cut your off. I'm gonna cut you. It was even nastier than that. It was like horrible, like the Silence of the Lambs stuff. Let me cut you. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna titty. I mean, it was horrible. And I'm chained up like doggone. I done killed 12 people, and I'm crying silently. And then the thing that hurt my feelings the most is as I had to go to different courts every day on this bus with all of these crazy men. And I'm like, if this bus hit a bump and we tumble over and the guards driving, they get killed or whatever, and these men get out this cage, and I'm all chained up. Oh my gosh.
Last question about your jail stint. What was the food like? What did you?
Horrible. I was making people laugh when we first got in there after they make you hold up your breast and you have to squat and you have to cough. They're going to make sure paraphernalia is not in your So after that, I was making people laugh because I was so nervous about being in jail and not knowing what to expect. And one of the guards got mad at me and made me stand in the corner. So I didn't have no dinner. Breakfast, they set me down. They were still upset with me. They gave me bologna. It was so moldy.
Ew.
It was so moldy.
First of all, bologna's already bad without mold.
Without the mold.
Right. Yeah.
But I was looking at that bologna and I was like, I can't eat this. And I didn't eat it. And I have nothing to eat. I was so hungry. And then one girl, she had her ludicrous braids all over her head. And she came and sat next to me. I was so depressed. When nobody talked to me, I was lonely. And it was this dude with the ludicrous braids. I didn't know it was a woman. I thought it was a dude.
Right.
And so I'm going to say he. He came and sat next to me. He was like, you hungry? And I started crying. I was like, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten nothing. He said, I'm going to go get you a candy bar. And so when he walked out, Shay, who was next to me, another woman who had beat up somebody who took her drugs, she was in there. And she had her hands behind her head. She was laying on the bed. She was like, if you take that candy bar, you're going to be eating the P word tonight. Yeah. And I went, oh my God, that's a woman. I thought it was a man. And then she came back, and I said, I didn't know. I don't want to eat you. And I was hungry, and I just wanted the candy bar.
Right. I did not know that rule. I'd have been, yes, give me a candy bar.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
So wait, he goes what after you said?
Oh, he said, F you, and then got up, and I was like, I'm not a I'm really nice. But later, it was a real pretty girl, like real pretty. I remember she came in and she was cursing her out. And during the middle of the night, that same one who was going to give me the candy bar got up and bopped her in the mouth, broke all her teeth out.
Woo, all right. Well, that was good, Sherri Shepherd. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. We'll be back with more.
This is Mastery of Comedy on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Now, normally we do Ask Yee here, but we have a bona fide celebrity in the building. It is Sherri Shepherd. And Sherri, you live in New York now, so I hope we get to see you a lot more.
Well, I'm in New York, but I have a tour with Kim Whitley.
Okay,
so so May 19th, I'm in New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Okay. Two funny mamas.
We're going on the road. May 20th, we are in Bensalem, Pennsylvania. And then May 21st, we're in Wilmington, Delaware. And if you want tickets, you can go to sherryshowtv.com. Unfortunately, my show in New York is sold out.
Okay. But we can still catch one of these.
But you can still catch, because I'm in Chicago. That's almost sold out. But you can go to Sherri Show back home. I didn't invite none of my family. None of my, they so mad at me. Because my family heckle. Like, they think they can just, your family come, and they always the ones. Like, literally, Wanda Sykes did a show. I was doing and I know I got to go, but I was doing a charity event for my son's school. Raised a bunch of money. I had Wanda Sykes. I had a dude from SNL. I had Louis Anderson. I had all of these big comics. George Lopez. These are big comics. I raised like $100,000 for Jeffrey's school. Yeah. And I told the people, no cameras. And Wanda Sykes was out there doing her stuff, and literally she stops the show. And she goes, okay, put the cameras up. I'm not playing with y'all. And somebody was like, I'm not putting my camera up. And she said, I will stop this show if you don't put the camera up. They come get me. I run out stage. I'm like, who? And they finally put it up because security came. She finished her show. Why we get home? And my sister goes, I don't know why she wouldn't let us film her. I said, oh my God.
Why would you do this to me?
Why would you do this to me? And I confessed it on the talk show when Wanda came. I said, it was my sister. I'm sorry, Wanda. So I didn't invite none of my family to my show in Chicago because they like to heckle.
And just the life, though, you and Kim Whitley get to go on tour together. Like, that gotta be fun. That's the life.
It's so much fun. We get on each other's nerves so bad. Because
Really?
Kim has ADHD. She got that adult ADHD. I don't know how we won an NAACP Image Award 2 years in a row. Because this girl will get on there and she just be distracted. And I go, we doing a podcast, Kim. We'll have a guest on. We had somebody who had been at the White House. And Kim was ordering food. She was texting. And I said, Kim, like the lady is from the White House. She's an expert. I done all my research. I'm like you, Angela. I done all my research. Kim put her foot up in front of the camera. She was like, girl, I think my foot hurt. And she said, you see my eyebrow? I got a coupon off Groupon and my eyebrow. Now the lady was laughing. I'm mad as heck. I was so hot. I was like, this don't make no. Do you know that's the one that won us the NAACP Image Award? Oh, crazy chaos. So that's what we bring to the stage. The chaos. Kim Whitley, you know her. She funny as all get up.
Amazing.
And with two funny mamas. You know, we both single. Although Kim don't mind sharing her man. She like, whatever. As long as you just, if another woman want to come in, as long as she watch Joshua, she is welcome into my life. So we bring all of that.
If you don't already know, we're talking to Sherri Shepherd. What about Brother Husband? Would you do you ever watch that show?
That show? Girl,
yes.
No. I'm not doing all that work. You got 2 men. You know how much work that is? Oh my gosh. No, sir. And then I'm not opening, and I don't want no other woman because I'm not opening up the door. Ain't nobody else coming in my bed. It'll be me. Now, you may have to take me sleeping and snoring a little bit, but I'm no, sir.
Be fine. I definitely snore. Only if I sleep on my back and I'll wake myself up. Like
you wake yourself up like, like that.
I don't
like that sleep apnea wake up?
I'll just be like, ooh.
Girl.
But that's why I got to sleep on my side.
I sleep on my side. But you ever been with a man that got a sleep apnea machine? That big old helmet with the water?
I haven't, but when I used to work with Cypher Sounds, he had to get one during the time that we worked together.
Oh, yeah?
Because he had it really bad. And yeah, it was bad.
Like
Because he would fall asleep in the studio sometimes and be loud. Shout out to Cypher Sounds.
And be loud. But that thing to walk in, I walked into a two's room, and he had that machine, and the water was gurgling. This is big old helmet. I was like, how we gonna kiss? How do you do that?
That's not sexy at all.
But he put that helmet on his head, and we were sitting there watching TV, and he had this helmet on, and I was like, what am I supposed to do? I was like, this is not sexy at all.
You gotta it.
Oh, you what? Got a helmet on?
Hold the helmet.
He's attached to the machine. He can't move.
Just hold the helmet.
I guess that whole vibration thing helped. Oh my gosh. I need to go out with y'all. I've been going to church too much.
No, but honestly, congratulations so much. Like, you have been killing it. I watch your show, and I'm just happy that you came up here.
Congratulations to both y'all, because you have been working so hard in the Jasmine brand. I follow you, and you have worked hard to get to the place that you are at right now. And it's been work ethic and consistency. And you have worked hard. People don't understand. This is one thing people don't understand about radio. Usually when you have a part, you got a whole team. It's that woman who's there keeping everybody together, who's doing all of the research. It's a lot of sidekicks that are women. They are doing all of this, the facts. It's like it's on you. Right. And you were doing that. You had all your facts together. You had all your good questions together. And I know being on the Breakfast Club, it's hard to pay attention to everybody. So my attention is on Charlamagne. But you always had the questions. Yeah. You always had the facts together, the research. And that's the stuff that people don't understand. That's a big part of making a show look easy.
Well, thank you. I appreciate. I know you know, so I really appreciate that coming from you.
So
that's
congratulations. You worked hard.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations to you. We are rooting for you in your corner all the time.
I appreciate it. Well, y'all come play with me.
We will.
I would love it.
For sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Sherri Shepherd. And you know what? This show is still all about you. We got last word when we come back, 800-292-5150. You can always leave a message if we're not here, if you can't get through. For any reason, we always want to hear from you. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand.
Yes.
Celebrating her favorite day. Now, Jasmine is going back to D.C. today.
I am going back. I'm going to be a mom.
Yes. You're always a mom.
I am a mom all the time, but sometimes I feel like more of a mom than other times.
You said going to be a mom. It's like, is she pregnant?
No way.
All right,
no
we're
way.
going to see your daughter.
Yeah, I'm going to spend some time with Rain.
Okay. And, we had a great day today. We actually woke up early, did CBS Mornings this morning. And thank you to Sherri Shepherd for joining us today.
Yeah.
Honestly, our producer said that he enjoyed that interview so much.
And he's been through all your interviews with you, so.
He said he was laughing so hard. So that's a good thing, Sherri. You're doing your job, girl.
She's really funny.
I know. Let's see if we can get those tickets too for her sold out show.
Yes.
But yes, and we've been keeping you guys updated on Under the Radar on what's going on with this Donald Trump trial with Eugene Carroll, who's accusing him of rape. And so that's still an ongoing thing. So we're going to make sure we keep you updated on what's going on in that courtroom.
By the way, that's a really serious case and serious allegation. So I'm glad that you're talking about it because I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about that.
Yeah, like I see it here and there, but I'm, definitely following and making sure because I think, even with the laws changing and her being able to even pass the statute of limitations, do this just because she's been an advocate for those laws to change. And it's true. Sometimes people don't want to speak up. And even when it's a celebrity, they says it's even harder to be in the public eye speaking out about something. So we'll see what happens with those allegations because legally I don't want to say anything and get in trouble.
Of course
on this radio.
Right.
And we'll be back tomorrow. Well, I will. You'll be in DC with being a mom.
Yes.
And Friday's my favorite day. Today's your favorite day, but Friday is my favorite day of the week. This whole week has been a doozy. But
I know.
We close on a property, so we got to celebrate.
Yay.
I haven't had a chance to properly celebrate with you, Jasmine. I'm going to take you to dinner next week.
We'll see. You always talk about you're going to take me to dinner, and then you take someone else, Angela.
I made you tacos yesterday.
They were so good. Tacos, that's your best dish.
I don't like that you say that because it makes it feel like I'm very limited, but I can cook.
All right.
I'm going to make you something else next week in the air fryer.
No, we're going to dinner next week to celebrate us closing on this property. That's what we're going to do.
I'm so excited. And for everybody out there, look at who you surround yourself with. Make sure it's good people that encourage you and can do things like this. When we have these conversations, it's about investing. It's about the future. It's about making sure that our money can grow and that we are continually trying to bring value into our lives and the lives of others.
Yes.
That's important, all right? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and let's let you guys have the last word as we do every day. 800-292-5150 is the number. You can always call and leave a message.
Hey, Angela, this is Mary. I just want to say congratulations on your show, first of all. I'm so impressed with it. Two, I'm calling about the gurus of the gram. Whoever this woman is that's concerned about whether or not somebody else's man is paying her bills needs to worry about what her man is doing. There are men out there who love to pay bills, who love to show a woman that she's appreciated, and this is how they do it. And she needs to mind her own business and let the women and men who like that lifestyle live that lifestyle and go ahead and live her way.
Angela Yee is way up.
All the way up.